What do you think when you hear the word diary? Well, today I did some modeling and I wrote some code and then my code didn't work, so I had some lunch and then I procrastinated by playing some Warzone. Pew pew, and then Well, yes, Timmy, but what did you actually do? Well, I don't know. What we mean when we say dev diary. So it's pretty obvious that we shouldn't be like little Timmy, but what actually is a dev diary? Well, unhelpfully, it can be anything. Not that anything, but it's any kind of journal where you write, talk, or document the development of a thing you're making. And then you look back on it in 20 years and realize what an idiot you were. Or how much you've grown. Why make a dev diary? Because your Lord and Master Yahtzee has one, that's why. Realistically, dev diaries are part of a lot of people's creative process in the game development industry. Gama Sutra, no, not the Kama Sutra, Gama Sutra, the game development blog thing, is probably at least 83% dev diaries at this point. Yep, 83% of terrible or brilliant game design decisions. Dev diaries also gave us Grounded, that documentary on the making of The Last of Us. So, sometimes you get to document how you made the best game ever. Don't at me. It'll also help you in understanding your progression as a game developer throughout this degree. We almost always expect you to reflect on your progress at the end of a teaching block, and if you've done a dev diary, well, job done. How do I make one? That's the best part. You can make it however you want. Audio logs, confessionals, screen captures, screenshots, Twitch streams, podcasts, flying to a desert island and talking to yourself until you go crazy. The world is your oyster. Your dev diary can even just be an annotated to-do list with notes on how you did stuff. You can even have a dev diary made up entirely of memes! The point is just to keep track and be mindful of what you're doing, how and why you're doing it, and how you wish you hadn't just spent 30 years making pretty Photoshop sprites because you just can't code. I still don't know why though. Well, you're here, right? You're studying video games. And one day you'll grow up into a slightly more poisonous slug and want to go into the game development industry. Dev diaries are pretty common practice in the industry because it shows the progression of a project and creates stuff that can then be used as bonus super secret special content that you see on YouTube on the lead up to the game's release. Making a dev diary will also get you familiar with the way the industry works. Adding dev diaries to your portfolio for some of your projects will look hella good on a CV. I can get a job? Yes, Timmy, you can get a job, and everyone likes money, right? Ooh, look at me, I'm swimming in my piles of money from the job I got by creating a dev diary. I'm so cool. Okay, thanks, I get it now, all powerful lords and masters, but what else should I know? Remember who you're writing this for. When you start out, you might just be doing it for yourself, and then it can totally be informal audio logs and memes and angry comments in your code. But as you start to develop more and more serious projects, remember that you're probably going to want to show this to someone. Probably maybe Neil Druckmann at Naughty Dog because you magically got an amazing position there on the strength of your stupidly OP dev diary? Do you really want Neil Druckmann to think you're a mook? At the end of the day, a dev diary is a weird thing, but it's never too late to start. I'm looking at you, level 5 and 6. It's both for you and for your audience. It's informal, but also professional. You'll get better at it over time when you figure out what format, style, and content works for you. We are super excited to see what you come up with and help you along the way. Also, please do this so you can get a job and don't stay here forever. Okay, thanks, bye!